Preparation hasn't really changed throughout this whole season. I've just been taking it, one play at a time, just waiting on my chance. I got that opportunity in the Arkansas game. There's definitely some plays that I missed that I wish I would have hit when you go back and watch film. But I think the most important thing is that we played together as a team, and we all fought and we went in, competed with the SEC team, and I think we just got to move forward and hopefully bottle that, like Coach said, and continue to move forward.
Do you wish you'd get a start? Your first start for Coastal wouldn't be against Troy, the best defense in the conference, and one of the best defenses in the country, possibly.
No, I love to compete. It'll be a fun time, and I think we're more than ready for it.
Kind of like what you just said, either one. Kind of, you guys have been kind of Jekyll and Hyde all year, kind of up and down. How do you kind of ride that same level of play that you had against Arkansas on Saturday?
It starts with practice. Guys got to come out every single day, knowing that it's going to be a dogfight, and we got to mentally prepare, eliminate the little errors that we've been having, the penalties, the drop balls, the missed throws. We just got to continue to learn and grow, hit those big plays, and score some more points.
Same question, Mark.
We just got, be able to be consistent. Like you say, start with practice. Being able just to go out there and execute our cause and just stay together as a family. If we could do that, everything will fall in place. Arkansas, App State, the games that we played tough, we all stood together, we all have fun and, root each other on. So we just continue to do that. Good things will happen.
Games like App State, Arkansas, obviously your record doesn't indicate it being 1-8, but you guys know you're a solid football team by the way you guys have played some of these games, right?
Yeah, we know we're a solid football team. We got a lot of young players, but, that's not an excuse. We still go out there and, have fun. That's all we can do with this game of football. Just continue, like what we said earlier, continue to get better each and every day, whether it's practice, in the weight room, in the film room, whatever it is, and just, get better each and every day, and hopefully it shows on Saturday.
Mark, Troy is a team that seems like it'll test your mettle both offensively and defensively. They've got the good defense, but their offense is basically predicated on power and a big 6'1", 235-pound back at you a lot. Are you guys anticipating this to be one of the more physical games you play this year?
Troy's offense is probably one of the best offenses in this Sun Belt, so we're just trying to practice hard. We don't 100% know what they're going to come at us, but we have a pretty good game plan. So we're just trying to be able to go out there and execute it.
Do you expect it to be very physical the way they, like I said, they throw that one guy at you a lot, big running back?
I think it'll be physical throughout the whole game because of the quarterback, he's a great player. O-line is a pretty solid line. So defensively, it'll be a pretty physical game, but we're ready for the task.
Kilton, what about the Troy defense stands out to you, being one of the best in the conference that you're going to face? What have you seen in film, things like that you're going to have to make adjustments for and prep yourself for?
They're a great team. They got a lot of big boys up front, and they definitely put a lot of pressure on the quarterback. We're just going to have to, battle in the trenches. The O-lines obviously did a great job versus Arkansas, so I think they're going to definitely have their task set out for them, but I think they're going to handle it well. I think they're going to give me time, and I think we're going to just attack them in every way they can. They're a good team. They're a good defense, but I think we're more than ready. We've got a great game plan, and so we just got to trust it and just play fast.
You guys have 3 games left, so you may have basically maybe a three-game audition for next year. Do you think that you might be able to make a statement in these 3 games that will carry on the next season?
I definitely believe I can. I just want what's best for the team. So I'm going to go out there and give it my all because I know everyone out there is playing for me as well. I think it is a great audition, but I just want to leave these seniors on a good note. I think that's what's most important. They deserve it, being the first year in the Sun Belt and the FBS and stuff like that. I think we are a way better team than our record shows. So I'm just going to go out there and play for them.
With the quarterback position being in flux like it is this year, what is your mindset all week and then maybe during the games? Is it if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready, or kind of what is your mindset?
I've always been ready on the sideline, ready to go, always throwing, running around. If you've ever watched me, I'm staying warm, trying to get on the bike, keep the legs warm. You're always a play away from out there in live action. So I've just always stayed mentally prepared in practice, whether I'm getting reps or not. I'm always in the game, ready to go.
Appreciative of our military, the men and women that protect us all over this world. So we're thankful that we have the opportunity to honor them this Saturday. We are playing at a really good Troy University football team, probably all around, offense, defense, special teams, the best team that we've seen this year. They do a really good job on offense. Their defense is leading the conference. They have a lot of really good players. A couple of them from defense are actually from the state of South Carolina. And so they've done a nice job there. It's going to be a huge challenge for us. The thing that we're focused on is we felt from last week we played pretty well there for a long part of the football game, and hopefully that same type of team will show up. That's been our Achilles heel. As you guys know, we're up and down as far as the effort and the intensity that we play with. And if the same team will show up as far as the effort and the type of competition, the way our competitive spirit, then we're looking forward to a really good football game versus a good team this week.
What I know it was obviously a tough 1-point loss, but what can you take from that game? I mean, just how proud were the guys of the resiliency and just the effort they put for 60 minutes out there against Arkansas, against one of an SEC team?
Well, I think we are proud of the effort. The main thing is it shows that if we will focus on the things we can control and not worry about other things and just play the game that we're capable of, we could be a good football team. And we show that in spurts. We're just not consistent enough to show that. And so if our guys will understand and learn from that, hey, I'm just going to play for everything I've got for each other and for this university, then we got a chance to really do some good things going forward these last 3 games. And that's what I hope we take from it. It was a heartbreaking loss, and it was a frustrating because there's for a lot of part of that game you were dominating it. But if we'll learn the lesson of how we need to play from it, then it'll be worth something. That loss will mean something because we took something from it. If we come back out and act like we don't know what football is, then it's going to be a long day Saturday.
Do you take into account moral victories?
Not necessarily moral victories. You win or you lose, but it's more so even in a loss or a win. How did you play? How did you handle it? You can win and not. You're happy, but not necessarily feel good about the direction you're going. I thought we played for 4 quarters there with everything we had. We came up short, obviously. If we will learn from that what we need to do, not necessarily what we need to do to win the football game, we can teach that, but more so the way they played, playing for each other, the passion they played with. If that gets bottled, then it was worth it. It was worth it. If we go backwards, then we could have won and it went backwards, and then the win's not worth it. And so I'm hoping, and I do believe that our team is learning what it takes each week to try to play.
Talk about, unfortunately, obviously you guys didn't come out on top, but kind of their resiliency in the second half, kind of that Hail Mary that almost looks like they're about to score. They don't get it, but you guys come out and kind of set the tone in the second half.
I thought that was the big deal. We've had some first halves where we've played pretty well, and the third quarter has been our biggest Achilles heel. We've come out and whether not been able to score or they score some touchdowns. I thought the third quarter we talked at halftime, hey, let's get off to a great start. We go out, we score, we go up 21-17. Our defense makes a great play. We're up 11 points there, and so whatever that third quarter issue's been, we sort of got rid of it, and so I think it just gave an extra jolt to our team to say, hey, okay, we're in this thing, and we didn't have anything bad happen to us, and we were able to continue to fight. So pleased with that, and I think that's hopefully it shows our team that, hey, we can come out and make our adjustments we need to and continue to get better.
I don't necessarily know if Troy is coming at the right time. Obviously, they're a pretty good football team, but maybe with the way you played against Arkansas, maybe hopefully that kind of just transition, obviously, from a decent SEC team to a pretty good Sun Belt team?
I hope so. It's very similar to about 3 or 4 weeks ago. We played relatively well versus App. We were playing a team that maybe, we thought we could beat, and we laid an egg. We played a Power 5 team, and we played pretty well. Now we're playing probably arguably the best team in our league. Now we're Arkansas State right now. And so they're really good, and it's going to take a really good effort for us to have a chance to win. But I hope the confidence our team gained from the way that we played, the that will continue to carry over. And we might can play really well. Maybe we're not good enough to beat Troy. I don't know that. But I want to see us play really well and give us that opportunity.
What's the situation like? Obviously, Kilton came in and did a great job.
Mm-hmm.
Tyler got banged up. Well, what's the quarterback situation going forward, I guess, this week?
Kilton will be starter. I thought Kilton did a nice job. He'll start for us this football game. Then Dalton Demos is back. He came back last week. He's not played yet, but he'll be part of in a backup row. And Austin Wilson right now will be part of the backup row. Kilton will have the plan to go forward, complete these, playing the whole game there, and hopefully we'll keep him healthy.
Just talk about Troy, kind of what did they do necessarily on defense that makes them, I don't know about special is the word, but makes them as talented as they are?
Well, they are really good. They lead our league in about every category on defense. Nobody has scored more than 24 points on them all year long. They've done a really nice job. I think the thing that they do a nice job with their scheme, but they play a lot of people. They rotate a lot of people in there. And so everybody, when they're in there, one, they're fresh. Two, they know their work and they're getting an opportunity to go out and compete every game day. And so I think their depth is probably as good as I've seen as far as overall around this year. And so that allows them to play fast, play hungry, and the guys are excited about playing. And the thing you'll notice Saturday is they can really run the ball. So when there's a chance for a big play, they might make a mistake. They have the speed to make up for it. That's the big thing that jumps out on video, watching them on defense.
What will you have to do offensively to overcome their good defense?
One, we got to find a way. We did a good job of this last. We got to take care of the ball and try to control it a little bit, try to wear them down some. What people have not been able to do on them is sustain any type of drives. And so when you've not been able to sustain some drives, they've been able to come back out there and be fresh. Hopefully, we can maybe sustain some drives, try to run the ball a little bit, control it. And then when we have a chance to make a big play, we have to make it. We can't miss it. Because they don't give you many of those. And so when they do make a mistake and you have a chance to make them pay for it, we have to do that. And so when we take some shots, we got to make sure we make those shots and make them count.
Coach, get back to the quarterback situation, if you don't mind. Is there a chance we don't see Tyler back this year at all? And do you feel, Kilton's not a rookie or anything, he's had experience at Fresno, and do you think he's ready for this moment?
Tyler, that's a good question about whether he can come back or not. If he did, right now, it looks like it'd be the last game if that's possible. I think that the injury that he has is probably a minimum 3-week deal, if he can even come back from that. So our plan is that he's not coming back, and if he is capable of, we'll figure that out when he comes back. But I don't foresee that the next at least 2 games. I do think Kilton's ready for it. Kilton has some experience, not a lot. He's learning each week that he's get the opportunity to play. But I do think he's capable of doing a lot of good things for us. I think he showed that in his time. He's been able to make some nice plays with his running ability, and obviously making some nice plays throwing it. He is seeing things new. There's new things that he sees that you wish that he had more experience seeing that. But that's part of growing. You got to grow through some of the growing pains with your quarterbacks. But the thing that I do like about him, he's not gun shy when he goes in there. The moment's never really too big for him, and he competes. And I think that the guys rally around him. I think at a quarterback, just like I think Tyler, the guys, when you have a QB more than anything, you want those guys to play for you, and I believe our offensive guys do.
And offensive line, are you going with 4 freshmen and a sophomore again this week? And how impressed were you with the way they were able to play last week?
That'll be the plan again. Rodney I think will be cleared to have the opportunity to come back. Rodney is our left tackle. That he's been out the last couple of weeks. And so I think you'll probably see him have a chance to rotate in more this week. He's obviously been out. The plan will be still starting those young guys. I thought they did a nice job. That was a different environment, and Arkansas has a pretty solid defensive front, but our guys weren't intimidated. I thought they played well. I thought we were able to mix our run and pass relatively well, and those guys did a pretty nice job in that environment. The challenge for those guys is when you see new stuff, it takes them a while because they're young. It takes them a while to adjust. So we're going to see completely different this week. And so that's going to be the biggest challenge. How can we adjust? We've been seeing not to get too technical with you guys, but a 3 down front the last 3 or 4 weeks. So those guys have a lot of experience doing 3. Now we're seeing a different one. And so how can we adjust to seeing a different front that they've not seen the last 2 or 3 weeks? And that'll be our biggest challenge up front.
Kind of after the Texas State game, we talked about the inability to move the ball on 3rd down. Obviously, you had to be pleased with how you guys did on 3rd against Arkansas.
Until the fourth quarter, I think we were 8 of 12, and then finished 8 of 15, our last 0 for 3, and I thought we did a nice job third down. We made some nice plays on those, and we had the 2 third downs there in the fourth quarter. We had 3rd and 5, and we had a shot with probably one of our best players on a pass, and we didn't make it. We made them earlier, and then you had a 3rd and short that you feel pretty good about and couldn't get it. And so, but that's obviously something we've harped on consistently the last few weeks, and we're just up and down with it. The Texas State thing was probably the worst it's been all year, and I know that's not what we are. I'm not telling you we're good at anything, but we weren't that bad. And but I think that showed Saturday what we're capable of, and the big part of it was we didn't have too many 3rd and longs. If you're not 3rd and long, you feel like you have a chance to make some of those, and that's going to be the big challenge this week. Is you're breaking down this team here. The teams that have been in 3rd down on them. Out of 7, 8 games, they've only had 22 3rd and shorts. So out of 8 games, that means maybe 2 a game. So they're putting people in a lot of long yardage situations. So that's going to be a big key to the football game.